Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speakers Bureau, and today I'm interviewing Sandy Baird. Thanks for being here, Sandy.
It's my pleasure, Vanessa. Thank you for asking me.
Sandy has earned her master's in business administration. She also has over 35 years of hands-on dental management experience. As a result, she understands how efficient, effective businesses organize and operate. I've asked Sandy to talk with us today about her course, Building the Self-Managed Team, Systems, Service, and Leadership for the 21st Century Practice. It sounds like quite a promise, and it sounds like a wonderful course. Could you help us understand, Sandy, what is it that would be happening in the typical dental practice that would prompt them or urge them ultimately to come to this course?
Well, my husband's a dentist, so I essentially worked with him for 30-something years. And of course, we worked in the office all day, and then at nighttime, I got to see what he brought home with him. And he was totally competent, totally trained in the clinical areas. But it was those management areas that just frustrated and stressed him to the point of no return. And I felt it was my job, because that was what I was there to help with, to design systems and processes to alleviate any extra responsibility for the dentist in the management area, because they need to be spending all their time doing dentistry. In fact, they only get paid when they're doing dentistry. They don't get paid a penny when they're spending time on management issues. Mm-hmm. So it's a very interesting business in that fact. And when I went to graduate school to get my MBA, one of the things I really kind of became passionate about was this self-managed team concept. Little did I know is that that's what I had created over these years of experience and hard knocks and making mistakes, and that this is what I had kind of created. The self-managed team is perfect for dentistry. And it's been used in industry since the 1960s, all over the world. And some of the results from these self-managed teams, it's amazing, like 30 to 50% higher production, considerably less employee turnover, a higher level of customer service, customer reviews are higher. It is just really a win-win-win for dental teams. So it's a very powerful tool to take a lot of the burden off the dentist and help the teams become engaged with the business and help them contribute.
That's great. Now, Sandy, what the question that's brewing for me is, so is this course for the entire team, or is this more for the leadership?
No, it is for the entire team.
So to take us a little deeper on, what will we learn as a team?
Well, I kind of set up a baseball field for it. So first base is that important stage of training and systems, best practices, systems, training, really serious, intense training for your team members. They cannot be successful without those two things. You are looking at failure with every employee you hire if you don't have a good training program and solid systems. The second base is communication and information, how they get to share in all this valuable information that relates to the practice, so they can start feeling ownership in the practice. They can start learning how to make good decisions. They don't just know what they do, they know what everybody does. Mm-hmm. And then the third base is accountability, because these systems that you design build accountability into the whole process. So the dentist doesn't have to be the boss. The systems are the boss. The dentist gets to retire from being the boss. They get to be the dentist and spend their time with patients and thinking about patients and patient issues, because the team is essentially managing managing the system. The system is managing the practice. And so I really like to use that baseball diamond because home plate is where you succeed. So that's a fun analogy I like to use in that seminar.
That is really fun. I haven't heard that before, and it sounds like that is a really well-rounded course and probably a lot of fun as well. Could you give us a little idea about the format? Typically, is this like a half day or could it be a full day? And how interactive is it and that sort of thing?
This could easily be a full day because I like to spend time on systems and training, and I give examples of my own designed best practice systems that I've been using for years that has been successful. I share the mistakes I've made, and I give them some systems to take home with them. I take back to the office with them so they can introduce it to their team. And if their team's not there, it's best if the whole team and the doctor is there. That's the perfect scenario, but it's not always possible. But they can take these written systems to their practice and start using them immediately. And they learn how to design systems. They learn what information, what monitors need to be watched every month and what they mean and how they establish accountability for the team member who has to read them in front of the whole team meeting every month. If that's not accountability, if you have to read your reports to the whole team, by golly, you want to make the goal. You want to make your goal. So it builds in this natural accountability. It is an amazing process.
It sounds like a really good course. And I just love your passion. You clearly light up when you talk about this. It's clear that it's something that's really near and dear to your heart. And I'm sure that with the many years experience you have, not only helping to run your husband's practice, but then with working with the multiple dental practices as a consultant, that certainly there's a lot of experience to bring here. Before we have to run, Sandy, is there anything that we haven't talked about that would be important for the meeting planner to know around this?
Nothing that I can think of. I think it's for the whole team. I think the number can be as whatever size the meeting planner would like to have. So it's versatile, and it can be anywhere from 1 hour to 6 hours. So
that's a great point. That's a great point. So they could look at your course description and perhaps pick and choose, kind of mix and match to make their own day customized.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I have a day coming up where I'm offering 3 different courses, and that's a lot of fun for me. And it's a lot of fun for the attendees too, because it's not the same thing all day long.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing with us, Sandy. And thank you for bringing that up. Sandy does offer multiple other courses. You can visit her listing at dentalspeakersbureau.com, where you'll see a video about for each of her courses, and can learn more there. You could reach out to us at info@dentalspeakersbureau.com. We'd be happy to connect you. You'll also find Sandy's email and contact information there on her web listing. So thanks again, Sandy, for being here.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you for watching, and we really appreciate you being here, event planners. And until next time, be well.